Hey guys, okay, I'm back, and now before I actually get ready to shampoo and condition, I thought this would be a good time to do bleaching knots. I am no expert at this, but because I'm trying to do this whole tutorial based on first initial thoughts, full-on tutorial, I thought it would be helpful to go through all my steps play by play for you guys so you understand exactly what I'm doing. First off, to bleach the knots, I'm not going to faux bleach. Unless this turns out really wonky, then I will end up buying the Sally Hansen leg spray and doing that method. You're going to need some Salon Care 30 volume cream, a packet of, it's supposed to be Clairol CW. However, when I went to Sally, the lady forgot to ring me up and I literally had this pack at home. So I'm going to use the Kaleidocolors. Hopefully that will work the same way. Again, I am no expert, but I'm going to show you guys literally this whole process to get this wig, you know, the way that I want it to. And of course, the knots haven't been bleached. I asked specifically for bleached knots, so I will make sure, and I will let Rex know that, that the unit did come to me without the knots being bleached whatsoever. So I'm going to bleach them myself with the Kaleidocolors, and this only lifts up to 5 levels, and I was told by the Sally sales associate at Sally Beauty Supply that the CW lifts up to 7. That's the max. So we'll see how light we can get it with this, and then we'll get started. All right? Okay. All right, so now we're back, and I've got my mix container, and I've got the developer cream, and I also have the Kaleidocolors. I'm not using this one. This is something I've had before. So I've got this. I also picked up a spatula. I usually work with a clear brush. However, I'm a bit heavy-handed, and so I thought trying out this method might be a little bit better because I saw Miss Bossy, I think it's Miss Bossy Live. She uses a spatula. So I'll see if I can use the same spatula too and not the brush this time because I can get a little bit heavy-handed like I said. So all you do is, of course, you know, make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. And I've got some gloves as well that I'm going to put on. So I'm just going to mix it up. And it is, ooh, it is powdery too. Be careful, you guys. It is powder mix, and when I say make sure you mix in a well-ventilated area, don't inhale this stuff, okay? Seriously, you do not want to do that at all. Okay, so now I've got the developing cream. So this is 4 ounces, and it says to mix 2 ounces worth. So I am going to eyeball half a bottle worth. This is the part where you mix it up. And it's going to be just like cake batter. A really wonky and oddly smelling cake batter. So it's going to get thicker as you go, which it's supposed to. It's kind of going to be foamy on you. Some of this, if I was using the Clairol, it would be like a purple and then go to a pink and then go to a white. And once it's at white, you know it's ready to mix. So this is going to be new for me because, of course, I won't know exactly when this might be ready to mix. So I'm not sure if it's going to change color. So once that's mixed, it should be ready to go. I'm just going to make sure on the packet that I have that this is exactly what it should look like and should be ready. Okay, it doesn't say anywhere on the packaging that you should wait. I may just let it rest for maybe 5 minutes just to see, you know, maybe for it to be really well and mixed in. Before applying it to the hair, and then I will be right back. Okay, alright, 5 minutes, or yeah, 5 minutes is up. Now it's really foamy. I don't know if you guys see that, but now it's time to bring in, here we go. Alright, so first things first, tie off the back of the hair, or secure it however you need. Make sure the hair is laying flat, or as flat as possible, in a downward motion on the inside. I think that at least it helps for me, pinning it down. And of course now you can really see the dips and curves in the unit. So that way it doesn't look, hopefully it won't look like, you know, a mannequin head on me. However, we will see. So here's what we're going to do is we're just going to literally start laying down some of this on top of the hairline. And of course, like I said, I'm heavy-handed, so I'm going to try with this spatula to see how well I can do it with, I'll say generous amounts, but don't put a heavy hand on it. I've done this before, and like I said, I'm heavy-handed, so now I'm trying with the spatula to see how we do. And, from time to time you will have some hairs that will pop out. I can see that happening now as I'm going along with this. I'm literally dipping and then applying. And if I'm hearing myself scrape up against it, then that to me is an indication that I'm being too rough. Looks like peanut butter. Now for me, I like to have a little bit blonder or mimic it a little bit more across, because you never know which way the wind blows, and that's just me again trying to be as anal as possible, or making sure that if I'm stepping outside with this bad boy on, I'm not looking a fright. You may put some more along the sides here. Again, use a gentle hand. Try to be as gentle as possible. Pat it in just like makeup. When you're patting on makeup, to make sure you get that color payoff that you're looking for. Same thing here. Pat it in. I'm being a little heavy-handed because I can hear it. I can hear that tapping. Or I know I'm very close to being up on it. Put it that way. Alright, so that looks like peanut butter that I just got done slathering. And I'll see if I have a processing cap or just like a clear shower wig cap to put on over it. And I'm going to use my blow dryer to give it some heat. See how long I can do that with it on. And we'll come back and check on it to see how it does. So now I'm just going to try to put this on over top. And hit it with a blow dryer. And we're back. It's been 30 minutes. I left it under the dryer. And we're going to give her a rinse and check her out. Okay. So you can see where it took. My guess, because the top part still looks the same, just when I got her only a little bit lighter. And you see that gradation where it's light here and then it's a little darker there. So you can see where it did take, and then you can see where it really took around the edges, which I think is awesome. But let's flip her over to see how I did. Waves is popping. Do you see that, honey child? Honey child. I think it looks a lot better. I can say that around that perimeter too. That perimeter is like perfect. I think she looks good. I'm pleased with the perimeter at least. Up top it still didn't quite take as much as I wanted. Maybe that's because I put the perimeter down first, and then I did the rest of the hair second. You see where still got some ant hair, or looks like ants trailing on her. So I may have to do the little Sally Henson, whatever you call it thing. And some did take around the perimeter. I wish my camera would focus so you guys can see that, where some did and some didn't, some dots. Now that I've got it rinsed, I'm just going to put some red out on it just to make sure. You can see underneath it looks like it really did a great job underneath, and it lightens somewhat. Of course, again, I use Kaleidoscope, which isn't the preferred brand of, well, it's Clairol, but it's not CW, which is the strongest strength you can get. So I may have to do this again. We will see. Here's the bottle of red out, and I ordered this on eBay, and it's going to be like a real deep blue violet color. Too much on. We'll leave this on for 5 minutes. When we come back, I'm going to shampoo and condition her, and then put some styling or detangle, and we'll see how she reacts. Alright, 5 minutes is up. Time to rinse. Alright, so there's the rinse. So that is it once more. Definitely those edges took. I'm not sure why the rest of it didn't, but oh well. I'd say, yeah, we did a good job. I'm happy about it until the next time we may have to do this. But now, on to the actual hair itself and washing it. So we'll be right back and I'll show you that. Boom.